Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your May 2025 reading. My name is Nigel, and you have found alchemy. Okay. Now, these cards in the center were taken from your spring 2025 reading. I don't know if you've listened to it. I invite you to if you haven't. But as promised, I re-pulled these cards, and I'm including them in this reading. Okay. Let me see if I can move some of this out of the way, so we can concentrate on one card. I'll just summarize this. So this way, if you haven't listened to that reading, you're not lost. But you did pull the King of Vessels for this month. And this, in this particular deck, represents ether and fire. And it is truth. It's sort of a final stage in an alchemical work. It could be an inspiration that you're feeling. Your mind is sort of changing here. You're becoming independent. It's sort of like a spiritual liberation, a liberation of some sorts. You are feeling a little guarded during this time. Sometimes this guarded energy actually is good for us. It's actually called for. You have the Eight of Cups in reverse, Neptune and Pisces energy. This could be you fearing this change a little bit, you know. It is normal. It's normal, right? It's not an overwhelming fear, but you're sort of awakening to something. There's something that sort of stops you dead in your tracks this month. You do have here the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and this is Saturn and Pisces energy. And you're overwhelmed by choice, right? You may finally see that there is no harvest in a certain situation, that a situation is not what you thought it was. Maybe it's disappointment. It could be something as simple as that. You do have as the advice here, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is Moon in Taurus. And as you can see in the picture, somebody is weighing something very carefully and throwing crumbs. And it is very strong breadcrumb energy, at least in this reading. You deserve more than you're getting here. And I think you're, at least this month, you may become aware of that. And this could be a work situation. It could be a love situation. It could be a family or a friendship situation. But somebody is giving you a lot less than you're giving them, or someone's giving you a lot less than you deserve. Definitely. Okay. We add the energy up here and we break it down. We get Jupiter energy, which is Sagittarius, and it's expansive energy. It's growth, right? But that growth may come with some growing pains. So you should just be aware of that here, Cancer. Now, you also pulled, I'm not going to even pick that up. Here, let me see my pointer, because you can see that very clearly. It's a very large card, right? It's a large, bright card. That the Page of Wands, Mars and Aries energy, good news. It could be good news. It could be a very high enthusiasm for something new. It could be a passionate romance, we don't know yet. Or it could literally be just renewed energy, right? Something may have been zapping your energy and you're starting to feel renewed. You have the conjunction card. And, you know, the conjunction card is number 71 in this deck. So the number 8 could mean something to you. It's infinity, right? It is a union of something. It's something coming together, right? And it could be your mind that's finally coming together. It could be a person. It could be a romance. It looks like there's more than one thing going on here, to be honest with you. But a coming together of something, right? And your clue this month is looking for infinity. So if you see an infinity symbol, that is your clue that things are coming together here. Cancer, you have the dead end. And the dead end, as you can see, is number 40 in this deck. And it is the final chapter of something. And it's contrary to what the name sort of implies. The dead end is very much alive. The end you face is very much a new beginning. And the page implies this as well, right? It's known as life's blessings. Newborn evolution. Change. You have the letters K, T, and B as in boy. And these letters, like I always tell everybody, could be someone's initials, could be a building, could be a restaurant, could be a gym, could be anything. Keep them under your hat. They're going to mean, one of them or all of them will mean something to you by the end of the month. Let me see if I can get these cards. These cards are always the tough ones to pick up. Okay. Now, you have this card, and this card's very descriptive, right? It is someone facing the outside world, stepping away from their inside, stepping away from what's going on inside, not showing. They might be in some sort of, not going to say despair, but they might be feeling many, many things that they are not showing. And I'm almost feeling like that's called for, right? Being guarded, protecting that part of yourself that may be very susceptible to other people's energy. Because look, you have the angels watching you. Now, whether you believe in angels or not, it could be literal angels or it could be a higher power. But it is not just one, it is an army. So you have definite goodness here on your side. You have something backing you up. You have something definitely helping you through this. I like that for you. I like that for you a lot. You have Neptune. Neptune is number 21 in this deck. And what's interesting is, let me see if I can pull this out. I am jumping ahead a little because I saw this here. You have Neptune twice. Neptune is a big deal, right? Now, there's stuff going on with Neptune, and I'm going to go down the list here. On May 2nd, you have Venus in Aries conjunct Neptune in Aries. A passionate romance may be in full bloom, right? There is some sort of magnetic energy. Now, that magnetic energy could be your attraction towards a new goal in your life. It could be a person, for sure. It could be. But there is magnetic energy on May 2nd. Yeah. And on May 22nd, we have Sun in Gemini sextile Neptune in Aries. And that is a good day for visualization, right? Visualize your ideal situation on that day. It is the roots of manifestation energy. Also, Neptune entered Aries in March, and it will remain there until October. And for Cancer, this sort of lights up your career zone, and it could come with a new definition of what success actually means to you. And that sort of makes sense because you have this, a brand new passion, a brand new path, a brand new something that you're excited about. So you may be reevaluating what success actually means to you. Let's look at the rest of your cards here. Now, let me see. You have Pisces in the 12th house, karma, shadow, secrets. There could be secrets coming to light this month. Could they be your secrets? Absolutely, they could be your secrets. I have this feeling it's going to be something else, though. You have Vesta, and it says inner spark, sacrifice, and devotion. Now, Vesta is an asteroid. I love the asteroids. I'm considering doing some asteroid readings. I think they're very interesting. But Vesta will be in Taurus in May. And the focus is on material security, nurturing relationships, and cultivating stability of some kind. Now, obviously, that could apply to a relationship, a new world, or it could apply to what we talked about in your what is success to you, right? You have Aries. It says trailblazing, innovative, and fearless. There is no sign that is more fearless than Aries. All right, and there's a lot going on with Aries. On May 2nd, I'm going to reiterate because that Venus in Aries conjunct Neptune in Aries, it's doubling down on that passionate energy we spoke about in the Neptune portion, right? On May 5th, Mercury in Aries sextile Jupiter in Gemini, a boost of communication, right? So that's the day to sign contracts, speak, just speak in general. Communication will be at its peak, your communication. On May 6th, we have Venus in Aries sextile Pluto in Aquarius, and that is a manifestation or proof of such. So you're going to see something, and it could, for at least one of you, boil down to that infinity symbol, or it could be an actual full-blown manifestation. And it's going to be different for all of you, but it is a very good day. On May 16th, you have Ceres, the asteroid Ceres that enters Aries. The awakening of that warrior. It's that Aries energy. Awakening of some sort of a warrior energy. Embark on a quest. The Page of Wands is definitely embarking on some sort of a quest, right? On May 22nd, we have Venus in Aries, trine Mars in Leo. Perfect for socializing. Your beauty and your charisma will be totally enhanced that day. On May 24th, Saturn enters Aries. And for the next few months, this transit inspires us to transform our lives with what? Renewed energy. Renewed energy. Yeah, I like that. On May 25th, Mercury in Gemini sextile Saturn in Aries, passionate exchanges, right? And you could be making discoveries of some kind. Yeah. On May 26th, Mercury in Gemini sextile Neptune in Aries, and that's a day to be creative. So you use this creative energy to paint, draw, write, create a website, anything that takes creative energy, design something. Yeah, definitely use that energy. Now, here are the cards that are, this is in someone's head around you that they have not spoken, at least at the time of this reading. It says, I'm sorry, I need to apologize for what I did. You may be hearing that from somebody, or they may be just thinking that. Whether they come out with it or not is going to be different for all of you. It says, check in. I want to catch up and make sure everything is going well. You may hear from somebody from the past. You may hear from somebody that kind of did you dirty. And maybe they'll come in with an apology. Maybe they'll just check in with you. But it's going to be something along those lines. You have the card of change, transformation, newborn evolution, kind of Uranus energy, right? It's this energy. It is change, newborn evolution is actually pretty cool. It is what I'm talking about. In all of these cards, there is some sort of newborn transformation and evolution taking place. You can see the butterfly clearly on the picture. And this is work. It says labor, earning money, and livelihood. And for many of you, I'm telling you, there is something going on there. There is definitely something going on there at work or rethinking your goals. Now, you pulled the coin. This is like a yes-no coin. There is a no. And it's right next to a phallic symbol, which obviously is a male energy. Now, this male energy could be divine masculine, where it's someone that's extremely confident, someone that's fiery, someone that, it doesn't have to be a male. It could be someone with those aspects to their personality, someone with that divinely masculine, or maybe they're stepping into that energy now. But it very well could be a man, and you may hear the word no from them this month. I don't think it is life-changing. It might be disappointing, or it might actually be positive, right? Am I going to lose my house? No. That's a positive no, right? So keep an open mind when it comes to this, and we'll see what the cards actually say before we get excited or upset about this, okay? Now, here are your three legs, and like I've been telling everybody, I think it's really a good thing to bring this up during every reading, is that these legs may be in order, but they may come out of order, and it's going to be different for all of you because this is definitely not a science. So you have three legs to your journey this month, and one of them is going to trigger you a little bit, right? There's going to be some sort of trigger involved. Now, let's see what this actually is about here, Cancer. You have, well, this is really good news. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Virgo, Venus and Virgo energy. Independence, material stability. There is something positive going on with money. I mean, we've seen it a few times, right? This could be you establishing a new goal. This could be you establishing maybe a new title at work. This could be getting a raise. This could be money coming in unexpectedly. But there is something positive going on here. But this is mixed with some other weird energy because you have the Ace of Swords coming in reverse. And this is straight up air energy, right? But it is taking a step back for a reevaluation. And we said that, right? What is success to you? What's next? What's success to me? Are my ideals the same as they were last year or last month? Do I have new goals now? Pointing that sword inward, right? You have the Empress here in reverse, and the Empress is Venus. Could be Taurus, Libra energy, but for one of you, this may be problems with a mother figure, right, who is triggering you this month in some way. Very well could be. Or this could be, just like with that sword pointed inward, you could be nurturing yourself and your own abundance. You could have lack of support, so you're like, you know what, I'm going to do this myself. Because the Nine of Pentacles is also a very independent energy, right? It is something that you are doing for you. And when we add this column up and we break it down, we get Uranus energy. That I kind of mentioned that over here. That could be looked at as Pluto energy too. But this is Uranus energy, Aquarius, change, unexpected events. It could be freedom. It could be independence. Maybe you're experiencing that and it could be very positive, but there is something here that's going to trigger you. And like I said, for at least one of you, it's coming from some sort of maternal figure in your life. Leg 2, you have Mars energy again. So you have Aries up here and you have Aries here, right? And it says attraction, but that's not all Mars energy is, right? It's divinely masculine energy, right? It is confidence. It's attraction for sure. It's passion, moving forward passionately. Yeah, it's all those things. You have, wow, you have the wish card here. You have the Nine of Cups coming in, Jupiter and Sagittarius, the wish card. And this wish card is literally right next to that Nine of Pentacles. There could be something here that you were wishing for, Cancer, monetarily or goal-oriented, that is coming through, okay? You seem to have more than one thing going on this month, though. I'm not going to lie, right? So that's good news. But your middle card here is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So, man, definitely someone, this is your center card, by the way. And that explains this, doesn't it? How you're facing the world with this face, but inside there is something else going on. And it could very well be Sun and Gemini energy. Somebody did you dirty. Somebody stabbed you in the back. Somebody may have not been supportive. Somebody may have disappointed you, to say the least. But it is in reverse, and it is the releasing of that. You're releasing that. And how do I know that? Because the very next card is Temperance. And this is more Sagittarian energy. It's a rebalancing, a healing. And many people look at this like it is, let me see if I can pick this up again. Like it is angelic support, because you can see an angel clearly on the card, and you can see angels on this card. Angelic support. I don't know if you believe in angels or not, but there is something going on. And let me refocus this. This deck of cards always refocuses so nice. I keep that one there just for that purpose. So yeah, you have this help. You do have this help with the healing process with something. Now, when we add this up and we break it down, we get Venus energy, right? What's Venus? Venus could be love, could be money, could be money, could be both, honestly. So keep that definitely under your hat as you go through your month. Here on your last leg, you have some integration going on. Now, this union could be obviously two people, or it could be the integration of a brand new idea that's coming together. Something's coming together. You have the Sun in reverse, and this is Leo energy. Things may not be as crystal clear as you would like. All right, at least during this leg. They might not be very clear to you, and you may be dealing with a fire sign of some kind, right? And that would encompass this divinely masculine energy. Male or female, a fire sign is on the table, because even this King of Wands here is in reverse. Sun in more Leo energy. It doesn't have to be a Leo. It could be any fire sign, or someone with fire highly aspected in their chart. A fire sign in question may be manipulative. They may be arrogant. They may be controlling. This could be a boss. This could be a family member. This could be a maternal figure, the thing that we talked about way at the beginning of the reading. It is someone that really is triggering you, pushing your buttons in some way. You have the Hermit in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Hermit in reverse is Virgo energy, and it's ready to take action, right? Because the Hermit is not someone who takes action. That person goes inward, evaluates, tries to figure out what's going on, gain some insight, right? But in reverse, it's the opposite. It's ready to take action and get out of your head. And why? So you don't miss an opportunity, because there's more than one thing going on here. And if you're not careful, you could miss an opportunity. And it looks like a good opportunity. So really, that's earth energy. It's more pentacle energy. So really try to keep your head straight here. And if someone is triggering you, do your best to put it on a shelf and really pay attention to your surroundings and the opportunities that lay in store, because there is an opportunity for an integration of something brand new here. When we add this up and we break it down, we get that 11, that cardinal energy. And you're obviously a cardinal sign, but more than that, it is, like I always say, a bridging energy from one thing to another. It's that dead end, right? You're going from one thing to another, that change. really nice energy, but just be careful with that fire energy here, Cancer. Okay. Now, these are your challenges, and it really makes sense. You have this Pluto energy, this transformative energy. It is going to be challenging, but it's going to be worth it, right? That change. It's going to be worth it, but this is your challenge pile. Got to do that. It's your challenge pile. You do have air energy again here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And clarity. Clarity is going to be difficult at certain times this month. It's going to be a challenge. We saw that sun in reverse for that particular reason. And it really makes sense that in this same pile, we have the sun coming in sideways. It's going to be challenging for you to see something. This more Leo energy, more fire energy, right? Making up your mind to either see something and adjust your vision or not. But this makes perfect sense to me here, Cancer. Next card up, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles is Saturn and Taurus. And you're going to keep working, right, towards a goal or towards something. This is the card of working towards something, and you can see the pentacles clearly on the card. So it might be challenging for you different times this month. And remember that warning, don't miss an opportunity because your head is somewhere else. You have the Knight of Cups coming in reverse in your challenge sector as well. Venus and Pisces energy. Something is not as it seems, my friend. So definitely take time to adjust your focus as much as possible this month. It's really important. And ironically, when we add this up and we break it down, we have Mars energy again, right? It's masculine energy. I'm telling you, there's masculine energy everywhere. And like I said, don't get hung up on sex. Just get hung up on the energy involved. Masculine energy could be fire energy, obviously, right? Could be confident, someone who's confident. Could be someone with fire highly aspected in their chart. But there is definitely some masculine energy around you, and that will be a challenge for you this month. Now, let's look at your opportunities. You have self-care. You're going to have the opportunity for self-care, to take care of yourself, to look out for number one. You really need to do that. You really need to do that this month. This is your month to readjust. Definitely. Oh, I hate when this happens. Let me move this candle. Just give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. Now, you have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is Saturn and Capricorn again. Holding on to what's rightfully yours. These opportunities are your birthright. They're rightfully yours. And it's more pentacle energy. You're holding on to it, okay? You have the High Priestess coming in, and this is Piscean energy. Your intuition is calling. Cancer has amazing intuition when they let themselves have it. Sometimes they get hung up on things and feelings and what someone said, how they said it, getting triggered. Try not to, that should be peripheral background noise for you this month. Listen to you. Go inward and listen to yourself, okay? Because there is someone around you that's either trying to confuse you or trying to manipulate you. And like I said, this could be a family member, a friend, a work colleague, a boss. Could be anybody like that. But there is someone like that here. And look at this. You have the Seven of Swords in reverse in your opportunities column. Uranus and Aquarius. A sneaky energy is exposed. Yep. You're going to see it. You're going to see it this month. And when we add this up and we break it down, we get the 11 again, that bridging energy again. You have an opportunity to cross a bridge here. Definitely don't blow this. Now, I'm going to do your numerology, but first I'm going to pull a card here for Cancer for May 2025. You have, I am positive, number 66. Oh, wow, look at this. It says, your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you are manifesting your inner desires. It really does make sense. My God, it came out over and over again in this reading. You have angelic help, okay? Cancer, you definitely do. Okay, so when we add all the numbers up in this reading and we break it down, we get Mars energy. Isn't that fascinating? There's a masculine energy around you. There's that Mars energy. So just, You know, I'm not saying it's a giant warning, but definitely keep your eyes open here. The numbers that came out the most were 9 and 3. 9, Mars energy again. Okay, doubling down, Mars energy again. Also number 3, which is Jupiter energy, and it's that expansive energy, that growing pain energy that we talked about. Your world is expanding. It is opportunity. So keep your eyes open for opportunity. The signs that we discussed were Cancer, Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, and Capricorn. The one sign we talked about the most, believe it or not, was Aries, and that is Venus energy. What did we say that is? Something that you love, and your goals and money. Planets. The planet that we discussed the most was by far Venus. And they're doubling down on Venus energy, and they're doubling down on Mars energy. So those are very important messages for you this month here, Cancer. I wish you all the best, and I will see you next time.